Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. Today's snapshot is 16w43a. In front of me, or better yet actually behind me, is Panda's fishing farm, which we tweaked and modified to make it work in 1.11. In this snapshot, the focus is on fixing bugs with fishing, and you know what that means? Our AFK fishing farm here is broken. I'm going to hit the switch. We're going to hold down right click and you can see it's not working. The reason why is because of this fence post at the back. So let's grab that, let's place it down. That might be a bug, I'm not sure. But that's not normal really, is it? That looks very strange. Anyway, and then it goes back to normal. Well, there you go. Bug report needs to be filled out right there. If we click on this thing, you can see that it casts the rod. Now, the unique property of the fence post, like the iron door before it, is that it wouldn't do this. Okay. Now, here's a block that you can use. You see, it doesn't cast the rod, so it may be that you can use this to fix the farm. I had a go of it myself. I couldn't get this to work. The timing isn't right. I'm not sure. Either way, unfortunately, this design has been broken. And before we go through the rest of the changes with the fishing rod, I'm going to show you a few other things in this snapshot. This next one got me really excited at first. It is a bug fix, but on the website it's listed as a feature, and it says, broken tools will remain broken. I thought that might be a big change to the gameplay. It's actually not though. If we grab a tool here, you can see it's got 0 durability. That means when we use it, it's going to break. Now, if we go and grab a pick with unbreaking free on as well, there is a chance that it won't break straight away. So let's break this block. Of course, because we're recording, it breaks straight away. Let's do it again. There we go. So that time it lasted one more use. And sometimes it'll last even more than that. I also tested this out with a diamond pick as well, by the way. The deal here is, if you've ever played with unbreaking enchantments and broken a pick, sometimes, very rarely, it will pop back into your inventory after you've used the last use on it, which was kind of a lifesaver because it disappears, then it comes back and you know not to use it again. But the bug fix is that it will never do that now. It will simply just break and it will remain broken, which is pretty much exactly what they said it would do. Another feature on the website is that these Vexes will be able to follow you through to the Nether, and it makes it sound a lot cooler than it actually is. Basically, these guys wouldn't be able to go through Nether portal or end portals in the previous snapshot, and that's a bug fix that's now been changed. So they don't specifically follow you through to the Nether, but let's say you're in game mode 0 trying to go through a portal and they fly into one, they get taken to the Nether. So you can see that one we just spawned was on there. If we go through to the other side, we're going to see a whole bunch of them are now in the Nether as well. So basically they can go through portals. There were 3 entities in this game that didn't have loot tables as a file. One of those was the Vex, so let's kill this guy and he's going to drop diamonds because I've modified the loot table. And then the villager was the other one. The third one was the end dragon. So if you remember on Hermitcraft, we used a command block to give it a loot table that would drop elytra rings upon its death. Well, now you can do that with a file in the world save folder. So if you know how to do that with loot tables, the ender dragon now has its own loot table. There is a new structure that can be found inside the woodland mansion. This is it right here. And you may have had the same thought that I just had as soon as I saw this. There's something in the middle of that lava cube, right? Well, if we just place a glass block there, you can see that yes, there is diamond. I don't believe there is anything below or above it as well. So another diamond block to be found in the woodland mansion. This is fun. I could do this all day. And I believe there is a potential for a mini game here. As you can see there, it's much easier to move a TNT entity when it's about to explode. And you're supposed to be able to do this from further away as well. That is really easy. I have tried to do this in the past. It can be a little tricky to catch particular entities with your fishing rods. Even further away now, and you saw it there that we were able to grab it. Let's just try it one more time. Even further out. How's that? A little bit too far away, I think. Oh yes, I'm getting all sorts of ideas for mini games now. Maybe something we'll have to make on Hermitcraft. So you could already do this. It's just listed as a bug that it was a little bit difficult to do it from further away. And you can see they sort of hook on to the entities. There you go, it snaps to it. So now you can do this from even further away. Can you see the box around the wheat here? Well, the fishing rod would have treated that like it were a solid block and you wouldn't have been able to cast the bob through it previously. Another little change, I believe that is the same for rails as well as crops. Last of all, Redstone is being tweaked and changed as always, and there is a nasty little bug right here. If we place down this piston, you can see it gets extended because it is bud powered by the repeater above it, and because it receives an update when it gets placed. If we do this the other way around, if the piston is already there, this would extend. However, in this snapshot it doesn't. You see, this is supposed to provide the block above the piston with an update, which would update the piston. It doesn't work like that anymore, and that has the potential to break a lot of things. And they are all of the things that I thought were worth mentioning in this snapshot. It's not been the most exciting one, but there you go. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video, and I'm letting you know that I'm doing a live stream later today with Rendog on the Hermitcraft server. Going to be working on the build that we did in the episode I put out earlier in the week. So if you enjoyed that, come over to twitch.tv/xisumavoid. I'll be streaming there later today at the usual time. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.